What's up, Eric? It's not pulling up here.
This is Spook.
What is up, man? Just downloading your replay.
Nothing much, brother.
One moment.
No worries. Do I have to do the full format and whatnot for you?
I think I got the replay wherever you posted it. I got something. Did you post it?
Yeah, it was literally just a period just to get you to the top because I don't know where you're at.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and put it in real quick.
Yeah. Go for it.
See if I can find it.
Can we 1v1? Not 1v1ing right now.
I believe this is it.
Cool. All right, got it. I'm gonna create a chat for you I'm gonna open up replay revolt just so I have somewhere to post it and Sarah has somewhere to send the message because that's how she usually does it. So I'm just gonna do it for you, okay?
Gotcha. Do you need me to fill out the format and whatnot, like the actual content?
I got it. I already did it. No worries.
Okay.
Posted it for you. There you go. But yeah, talk to me. How can I help you?
Yeah, so I believe it's just probably going to be positional errors. Defensive positioning might need some work, maybe some speed issues. That's really all that I can think of. Considering my rank is Champ 2, there's definitely mechanical errors for sure.
Yeah.
But I think it just boils down to most likely just the positional and game sense.
Okay. We can focus on positional game sense. Oh, you're Blackberry. This is you?
Yeah. Blackberry.
Yeah. I saw you in the threes game earlier. 1185
yeah,
C2.
Pretty cool to get my my replay reviewed twice, I guess.
There you go. Yeah, we can definitely talk about that stuff.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'll watch through. Cool. Supporting teammate here. Nice. We have a back wall set up. Ideally, this is a cross map air dribble, right? This first touch is a little too far right. It's not unrecoverable, but we want this first touch to go out to the mid, not across the net generally. If we're trying to create, we want it somewhere here as opposed to that way. Not the end of the world, but it's just less threatening. Like, he doesn't have to jump when you hit it here. He might, but he doesn't have to. So it's usually better if you can try to take it down the pipe. It's all right. We got to get up. Make some sort of touch. Good. We might have actually a shot here. It's going to be close. Nice. Grab boost. Take 50s. Keep rolling through. If we ever do find ourselves wrong side of the ball like this, I always just keep driving here. Just keep driving, right? Because you can look for bumps and get back around. Stalling here. Now you're blocking your teammate. Just get out, right? Happens sometimes, but you want to make your default just to keep moving. This is fine. Backboard. Yeah, we want to use backboard here generally. This ends up working out. Here, once he goes up, I try to use the backboard to get up. Right, because there's just too many ways he can play it around us when our car is backwards to the net. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
This is a good stop, though. Good landing. We want to stay up. I'm not convinced you have to let this ball go. Obviously, wall dash, very useful here to maintain speed. I'm not convinced we had to drop down the wall. I think we can actually stay up high here and make sure we push this over one. If you have a beat over one here, you should take it because he's last. We kind of slow down, and I think we're going to take like a dribble or a 50. Not bad. Great bump. Almost ends up working anyway. But yeah, I'm not convinced that slowing it down there makes the most sense. But good bump on him.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
That
absolutely.
makes sense.
Considering he's the last man, just keep up speed so you can get around him and score the goal.
Yeah, absolutely. Flick is good. Bump is great. And now just move out. I know it's tempting to go, but like once you get to this position, it's like teammate, get in here. Help. I would just front flip and get out ASAP.
That's fair.
The more time you spend backflipping, the more time you're spending 0 boost, which in theory, this could be really risky now to be up this long. I would be jumping here, trying to make a stop. This is a good boost grab once you do have time. Now here, I like jumping and trying to get a touch before the bounce that just floats it high and mid. You can fake here, but yeah, it's just... I'd like holding onto this ball in some way and just don't give him a free setup. Once we're here, now we're overcommitted in the corner. He's incentivized to go, and we're just too far gone. Here we're back. Nice, I like this fake. A little slow. Oh, wow, good fake.
Appreciate it.
I love like just throwing the ball out to the mid here to my buddy when I see one guy high on sidewall. That's just me though. But once you do get to this position, fake is really nice. Trying to take it up the wall, it looks like. Yeah, so your plays are not bad. You're executing decently on the ball. I think it's just like play selection. I notice like when the ball's in your corner, you like to really slow things down. Here's a candidate for like speed it up, right? Your teammate just got a demo. 2v1. Apply pressure.
Gotcha.
Here, I also love taking this ball out to the mid and then setting up some form of cut in open space as opposed to taking it corner or sidewall even. Sidewall doesn't make the most sense to me because sidewall slows down the attack, whereas taking this one touch out mid and then cutting and getting it onto your car seems like the fastest way to generate an attack to me.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Like, speed thing.
No, absolutely. Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier with the whole speed thing.
Yeah. Your control looks nice. Something I've learned is it's very important play selection, shot selection. What are you going for and why are you going for it? You know, if you're a fake player or a slow player, then you're going to try to fake everything. But the reality is when we have a 1v1, this ball needs to be going at net right now, not away from net.
Gotcha.
Let's get back ASAP. Grab and boost. Nice. We can turn on this. Yeah, your touches are really good, man. Yeah, I mean, this is beautiful. Reset. I actually wanted to reset there, but this is great. Like your touches for a champ 2 look beautiful. Like to get this bounce is not easy. To understand that you need to be left side to chip it mid. Beautiful first touch. Beautiful air roll. Here, reset, and the world is yours. Air dribble kind of kills the attack, but it's not bad, but reset's better. Still end up working.
Gotcha.
Really nice, man. Really, really nice.
Appreciate it.
Control looks good, if anything. Playing the mid here. Waiting back, buying teammate. Yeah, I mean, we definitely don't want to get demoed. Look, here you're just buying time for team. When he does throw this, I think you can actually get a touch that just like stalls time. Jump, hit it high, slow. Really like that. Turning back was a bit passive in my opinion. Not bad. Perhaps waiting for your teammate, not sure. If you do have a free touch though, take it. You might have had an opening there if you're quicker. Yep, all the links for coaching and all that are in the chat. Grab a boost on the right. Makes sense. Try to get in the way. You had the right idea, just a little slow on the takeoff. Nice, you're first here. Yeah, so here, this play was the only one where your execution was kind of off. I mean, not bad. Get down from the wall, jump. You had the right idea, just a little slow. And here you just kind of panicked. You're fine if you just slow down and take this 50. Just panicking. Oversend. Kind of overturned. Nice. Got to get in there. Here, you're fine. Once he loses his ball, now go. He can't get a reset. The ball's falling too fast. So you just want to get in his face and play a 50. I'm a little bit scared of that. Very important to kind of like recognize the point where his air dribble's dead. If he doesn't get a reset at the start, he can't really get a reset here. Like here, he can get a reset. Now he can't. He's not in a position. Like the ball's falling too fast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And boost. We should have had a shot there. What happened? So we're supporting teammate. Good. Get behind him. Good. You jump. Wave dash. Yeah, we just need a break here. He's about to make a touch. We need to slow down. You used all your boost. You were running too fast, and the ball came, and you couldn't slow down. So you turn, but you're already off because you're going supersonic. In general, when we're waiting on a touch, this is something the pro Kinsei taught me. You don't want to be going supersonic. If you're ever waiting a touch, you want to be going like 5 out of 10 speed. Makes you more flexible.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because you can't turn.
Yeah, so you can jump up and challenge it pretty much.
Exactly. Otherwise, you're too fast. Believe it or not. Not a bad touch. Round 1. I don't like bump here. I understand bump. Issue is, this ball is going into a non-threatening area, right? So, like, he's not locked in, or else he gets bumped. You know what I mean? Like, he could turn wherever he wants. So this bump is very optimistic, because there's so many ways he could dodge this. Just run back, run forward, boost, break tap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A little bit too ambitious, in my opinion.
So essentially, I should have played that and just followed up with speed.
Yeah, play the ball. Continue to play the ball. Bumps are great when the opponent has no other route out. You know, like you're pushing the ball through their corner and they're stuck. This guy's got all the space in the world. The ball's flying midair. You know what I mean? Like so many ways for him to dodge.
Yeah.
Bump just doesn't usually work in those scenarios. Okay, be very careful of this. When you're rotating back, we want to keep our speed constant. You know, like when we're supporting our teammate, we talked about not wanting to be supersonic when the 50's happening because, one, that makes us hard to turn, hard to go, right? But we also don't want to be zero speed. Because when we're zero speed, now he could set up a double tap on you super easily. And it's very hard for you to run up and stop him.
Okay, so you're saying I should have kept my speed and followed through with the play?
Yeah, so instead, after we get this bump here, this is fine. You try to steal his boost, you get his boost, fantastic. You're 100 boost. You are now way ahead of the play. What you want to do is slow down, continue this rotation, but do it at a 5 out of 10 speed. Right now, you're doing it at a 10 out of 10 speed, so you rush, supersonic, all the way back to net, 100, 0. You raced back so fast, you were there too soon. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just like don't have a wide enough angle.
Angle is one thing, but
like,
the biggest thing is speed.
Momentum.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
You want to imagine that smooth Rocket League looks like moving from like 4 to 7 speed. Like you're always kind of anticipating the play, always moving nicely. When you have these moments where you go 100 speed, 0 speed, back to 100 speed, that's not only boost inefficient, but usually a signal of a bad rotation. Great fake. That makes sense? Yeah, now you're getting punished for your slow play. But yeah, the idea is when you recognize here, this touch is slow in my corner, teammate has ball, I go take time. Slow down. Break tap. Make sure that my rotation doesn't put me in front of the play. That makes sense?
Okay. Yeah, it makes sense.
Glad I could help, Strazy.
You said what?
Just guy in chat saying thank you.
Yeah.
So this fake was great. You got open. Touch this ball one forward, hook shot. Obviously, you're going for something else here, but yeah, you try to get fancy with it, and then, yeah, he's going to cut you off. I'd say the biggest thing is an understanding for you that I think sits beneath all these decisions we're going on is understanding of speed of play. Huge one. Really important to get down in champ. And by speed of play, I mean how quickly does this play need me? Do I need to rotate into position now? Do we have a 2v1? Should I be accelerating it, slowing it down? This sort of thing.
Gotcha. Is there any way to like, practice that?
Yeah, so the main things we want to be looking at are, where are my defenders? This is like fully based on awareness of the lobby. So like here, teammate has control of the ball, slow in corner. Unlikely this goes mid until my teammate 50s, right? Like they've got to push it out of the corner to create something. You know what I mean? So we kind of want to stay in this area.
So you're saying slow it down just a little bit in this specific play and then take a little bit of a wider angle?
Yeah, slow it down a little bit wider, and we want to be facing the play at about 4 out of 10 or 5 out of 10 speed when the 50 happens. So if I anticipate the 50 is going to happen, let's say somewhere in here, right? Because that's in between the players. I want to be back mid facing the play when the 50 happens. If you look here, you're facing net still when they're making touches, which means you've got to do a whole 360 to support. We wanted to have been turning in slower, sooner.
Okay.
Torment is
Makes
excellent at this. And then here, now we should recognize that we have a beat and we should be cutting in.
Okay.
You're very good on the ball, but sometimes your shot selection, play selection is suboptimal. Like you're just choosing plays that don't fit the situation of where the defense is.
Okay.
This was great. One's going early, awkward angle, you're playing a fast shot. Makes a lot of sense. Recoveries are good, man, by the way, as well. Like, it's just understanding where are the opponents, where are my defense.
Got it. And okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, please. Any follow-ups? It's not a one.
I was gonna say
all.
so like just in that last play, whenever basically I put it back into the backboard, I should have just shot that.
Yeah, like here
Yeah,
we just need to
open.
get up higher. It's hard though. Like I don't know if you can get up higher. You gotta slow down a bit to be able to get up there. And then yeah, this corner boost grab was definitely greedy. Good recovery. This put you just a little bit out of the play too long. I don't know if you would have been back. You might have if you didn't do that. What's up? Call me Badge. Good front flip. Nice beat. Love this fake. We do got to keep our eyes on the play a little bit, though. So this is good.
Okay.
I don't like a challenge because it's, not clear. Unless you have a clean beat, don't go. But you do turn off ball cam for a bit, which is conceding a lot of space. So a little risky. But you're fine. All right, let's play this forward. Sidewall's fine. 1v1. Good try. Go low. Nice, I like this leave. Yeah, just leave. Full leave. You go for a reset. Don't quite get it. But once we hit this, yeah, I flip back. Get back. Because your teammate the way I think about it is I've been going for 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. Can I go again? Sure. But my teammate's been watching this play the whole time. Who's going to be positioned better, me or him? Right.
That's fair.
So it's more logical for you to just get out, reposition, and let your teammate go. The more time you sit under this ball, the harder it's going to be. I do like what you did though. Once you are under it, up and over is best play. Like you're doing all the right things on the ball. But yeah, I think you're correct. Positioning and game sense is probably like the biggest lever you could pull. Like your gameplay looks like GC1 or GC2 if your shot selection's better.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well then I definitely gotta learn that.
Yeah.
And it basically, like you said, that just boils down to awareness of the defenders and just the overall how fast can I get it into their net.
Yeah, I mean that is definitely one of them. If I were to kind of like put it in buckets, one bucket is recognizing when you have a 2v1. Oftentimes you'll have a 2v1 right now and you'll slow play it. 2v1s we want to play fast, so that's like a super simple conceptual idea. There's others like when I'm rotating back and a 50-50 is happening in the corner, I want to make sure that I'm facing the play in position at the right moment. Sometimes that means I need to hustle and get there early. Sometimes that means I actually need to deliberately slow my rotation so that I'm not sitting in net waiting with 0 speed for the play to come to me, right?
Okay.
So it's
Makes
sort of
sense.
it's asking yourself these questions. Yeah, like how many defenders are back? That informs like usually the pace of play. And then, you know, where are my defenders? That determines like how quickly you need to go on net. Because yeah, like mechanically, there's not much you're missing. Like at the start, you know, there was that one corner situation where I was like, you took it up and over like this. And I was like, if you take this ball mid, you have more, you know, shot opportunity. Like in other words, if you just try to make this first touch somewhat central here, now I can, you know, create.
Make it into an actual dangerous play instead of just kind of like killing it.
Otherwise, it's just to clear that they don't have to jump for. Something Shock has taught me is unless you put it down the middle of the field on an air dribble, here, somebody has to jump, right? If they don't jump, it's coming at your net. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if I take that exact same dribble and I throw it down the sidewall, they never have to jump. Like if I take it even over here, you don't have to jump now. You can just let me double it down the field and then wait. Yeah. And if I take it across, same thing. If I go like this, you don't have to jump here. Like I can't throw this on your net. So yeah.
Yeah. Unless you're just like mechanically, you know, insane.
Yeah, of course. Very, very unlikely. So yeah, like mechanically there's some things like that, but no, your control, like as far as I'm concerned, your use of empty jumps, speed flips, defensive recoveries, like your ball control is great. So it's mainly like looking at, okay, like, wait, there are no defenders jumping. Let me recover to the ground. You know what I mean? Open my options. It could also be like, wait, nobody's back right now. I'm going to jump above this ball and try to take a dribble, like fast play on net. No?
Okay, so basically what you're saying is like I should go into these games and in order to probably practice this the best is simply just like quite literally ask myself like what I should do in this situation.
Yes, 100%. The way Shock puts it is you need to be focused. Like every decision needs to be deliberate. It shouldn't just be like, oh, ball's here. When the ball's here, I usually like to do my, you know, 1-touch, 2-touch air dribble. It's like, no, you need to be intently focused on like, there's a guy on the backboard right now. Is he jumping? Oh, he jumped. Okay, I'm going to flip over one. Like it needs to be, everything needs to be focused.
Okay.
That's how Shock describes it.
Interesting. All right, I'll definitely put that into play for sure.
Yeah.
Awesome. Was there more of the replay that was there that we didn't talk about, or pretty much you got the gist of it?
I mean, I think we actually completed the replay. The last 30 seconds, I think we were talking, so I can rewind it if you want. But I'll pull it up real quick if you want. I think we got to like this point.
Something like that.
And I started talking, so I can run you through this last bit. Yeah, like supporting behind your teammate here. This makes sense. This is a little bit better. But yeah, the idea is like here, you're speed flipping, you're going 100 speed, which isn't bad. But right now you're running really fast here, and watch how you're going to power slide, kill all your speed. And then you're going to rebuild speed and use boost to get this beat on this guy. The sort of optimal play would have been to keep our speed 5 out of 10 the whole time and have a much smoother rotation, but one where we didn't have to power slide, you know, like do all that fast, slow, fast. It's not bad, gotcha. But it's just technically a little bit boost inefficient. It'll catch up to you.
Okay. Yeah, I think what goes through my head whenever I'm doing stuff like that is simply just I got to get to the back post as quick as possible.
Yeah.
Obviously, with what you're saying, that's not necessarily the case. You know, I got to be a little bit more aware as to what the play is actually doing. So therefore, I can go that, you know, that 5 out of 10 speed that you're talking about.
Exactly.
Take a wider rotation. I don't need to, you know, go 100 to get to the back post.
Exactly right. Yeah, I think it's just a mode of thinking. Right now, you think like correct position is back post. The more nuanced approach is I need to move in the direction of my back post, but I should move only as fast as I'm needed. Going too fast when the play's slow puts me in a position too early. And that is bad. There's such a thing as too early to a position.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever thought, oh, you know, too early is bad, which is the whole reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. but I'll
Yeah.
definitely take that into account for sure.
Yeah.
But basically, all in all, what we talked about, I got that down. I'll start asking myself, during the replays and whatnot, what I should be doing during the
Yeah.
situation. Anything else as far as like stuff you've seen or things that I should work on or?
Yeah, I'll give you a little text wall here. A couple things come to mind. So defensively, when we're rotating back, ask yourself the question, how quickly am I needed? So you're looking at the play's in the corner, the ball's low on the ground, slow rolling. That means slow, rotate back, 5 out of 10 speed versus, if, for example, the ball's bouncing high off the corner, recentering, and your spider sense is going off, then you speed flip back, rush there. So like when you're rotating back, ask yourself, how quickly am I needed? When you're offense, there were a couple times where you would get the ball, and the better play was actually like ground play, quick, cut, like power shot, shoot. But sometimes you just like roll the ball up the sidewall and are lackadaisical with it. That allows the defender rotating back to cut. That's a big one. Assess, when am I in 2v1s? Ask yourself the question, where's this opposing second man? If you're in a 2v1, you usually want to accelerate the play. So that means hit the ball upfield, run it upfield, create quick attacks on the net, as opposed to setting up slow dribbles, fakes, wall to air dribbles. These are generally slower moving attacks that work better when there are 2 defenders back. But when it's a 1v1, that's when quick plays on the net, dribbles, air dribble bumps, ground plays are more effective, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mechanically, we talked about making your first touches in threatening directions, but you had a good idea of this. If you do want mechanical stuff to work on, flip resets. Your air dribbles were consistent, but you didn't have the kind of finishing touch that we look for when you get into GC.
Mm-hmm.
Positionally, there were 1 or 2 moments where you would be low boost upfield, kind of doubling back, occupying space. When me personally, I would flip out, let my teammate go. That's a whole text wall. A lot of things for you to consider. I'm going to leave it there. If you have more questions, please.
Not really. I definitely think I've done a lot of work as far as my speed problem that I had previously whenever I was doing my coaching session with Freaky.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember. I know you do a lot of these, replay reviews and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I was a little bit too fast. Obviously, I've slowed it down, but I think that was what we're talking about. It's a little bit too slow. So I guess I'm just gonna have to go back and try and even it out.
Yeah.
Rather than that,
It's
there's
all
nothing really
yeah.
else.
Sorry to cut you off. Please continue. You said nothing
you're
really
good.
else though.
Yeah, nothing really else.
Yeah, so the way I look at it, man, is it's all play specific. So the best players, when they have 2v1s, all of a sudden are making fast plays on the net, right? When they have 2v2s, are taking their time, rolling it up the wall, trying to create, situations where I can beat 2. But yeah, it's all situational. So I would discourage, I need to play faster, I need to play slower. I would encourage, where's my teammate? Where's the defense? How much time do I have?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'll definitely put that into account. I appreciate that.
Of course. Thank you for all the questions.
All right, man. Of course, man. I appreciate the replay review.
Yeah, well, I'll get you this uploaded. We'll have it to you in the next few days.
All right, man. I appreciate it. I'll catch you later.
Thanks, Eric. Peace.
Peace.
That was Eric Nemzer. He is a champ 2. Playing really well. Playing really, really well. So hopefully that was helpful to him and to you all watching. Guys, look, I have been live for a few hours. Got to eat something before it gets too late. And I am feeling a little lightheaded. So I'm going to take a break from stream, go shower, all that stuff. Thanks so much for watching. I will be live again. Look, I do these Thursday, Sunday. I'm going to be in London this week, so stream schedule might be off. Just turn on notifications and be notified when I go live. It's the best way. But let me pull up this replay. April 12, Road SSL.